Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Thomas. This is day 2 of my men's Olympic hockey predictions. Now, yesterday I said that one team would stomp the other. In the other game, it'd be a close score. But you wouldn't believe which one was which. I thought that the Swiss were going to just pound Latvia by a score of 5-1. In reality, that was a close game. It was 1-0 final, and it came down to the last seconds before the Swiss squeaked a goal behind Latvian goaltender. And that was it, 1-0 final. As for the Sweden game, they jumped out to an early 4-0 lead thanks to 2 goals by Erik Karlsson, as they ended up to score 4-2, which I predicted. So it was 2 for 2 yesterday. So day 2, we have the Finns against Austria. Now, it looks like Tuukka Rask will be the starter for most of the games. He may get a day off against one of the other lower teams, so to speak. But Tuukka Rask has had an awesome year for Boston, and he'll have very good support up front, although they are missing a few key players. I think Tuukka Rask can handle it. And they're up against, well, an unconfirmed goaltender. I'm going to say Bernard Starkbaum is going to be the goaltender to face the Finns. And although Austria does not have that much NHL power, per se, I still think it will be a semi-close game. I'm going to give it a 3-0 score for Finland. I think Tuukka Rask is going to get the shutout. Now, for the second game, is going to be Russia against Slovenia. Now, the high-powered Russians, with all their offensive talent, want to perform in front of their home fans and really put it to Slovenia. My predictions are that Semyon Vermalov or Sergei Bobrovsky are going to be the starters for Russia, but I'm kind of leaning towards Vermalov for this one. Against Robert Christian, he will be faced to deal with the task of the Russians. I'm going to predict that this one's going to be a 6-0 game, because, actually, you know what? 6-1. Why not? Give them credit for a goal. Game 3, Slovakia against the US, is going to be against two teams that, well, they are pretty well represented with NHL experience. With Slovakia, you have Zdeno Chara, the flag bearer, against the U.S. with Phil Kessel, James Van Riemsdyk, and the confirmed starter Jonathan Quick for the LA Kings, who's had an injury-plagued season, but although he's just getting back, I think he'll be the #1 guy above Ryan Miller. It's going to be closer than you think, although I do believe in the final score. I think it's going to be 3-2 for the U.S. I think that both goalies are going to do well, but the Americans will just have too much offensive power, and they'll just get to Yaroslav Halak. So 3-2 final for this game. And finally, representing where I'm from, Canada, they get to open up against Norway. Now, the question has always been, who's going to be in goal? Well, it hasn't always been like that, but this year it's especially pointed upon, and who's going to start, who's going to be the #1 guy between Roberto Luongo of Vancouver and Carey Price of Montreal. Now, Carey Price is starting this game against the Norwegians, against Lars Haugen. That's not confirmed, but I'm going to say that's who's going to be the starter. I honestly think Canada will have no problem with Norway. I'm going to have to give this one a 5-0 score. Day 2, Finland and Austria. I'm going to have to say, like I said before, we have 3-0 shutout. The Russians are going to win 6-1 over Slovenia. The U.S. is going to beat Slovakia 3-2. And Carey Price and co. are going to shut out Norway 5-0. That's my predictions. Hopefully I go 6 for 6. Maybe have a few right scores here and there. But thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you liked it. Comment if you have something to say, or think the score will be a little bit different. And as always, stay awesome. See you guys later. Bye-bye.